Hello everyone, it is VMP, and we are back. This time we're going to be trying out a new game by the name of the Banner Saga. It is fairly recently released, just a couple days ago I believe, and from what I've seen of it so far, it is beautiful, gorgeous. It's kind of hard to explain. I have not seen too much of it. This is going to be a blind playthrough. It's more exciting that way, I think. But basically, we are in a Viking setting with humans and giants. As you can see, it's quite a large fella right there. And we are leading a caravan of our people and warriors away from a robotic scourge. And that is about all that I know, to be honest. It looks beautiful, the graphics are stunning, and it is within the normal medieval setting that we normally play here. So I figured, hey, why not try it? So let's go ahead and get started. I don't know what to expect here, so we'll just have to roll with the punches, I suppose. Okay. Well, it would appear that there's no narrating, so I'm just going to go ahead and read this for you guys. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of... Oh, okay, well...
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli neðanfor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Oh man. I hope we're playing those guys. Those guys look like some badass mother truckers.
Hverfið á braut! Engan eigi ég hlut af máli þessu!
You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking for a tougher fight than they bargained for. Click and drag around the screen to see your surroundings. Click the check mark to continue. Okay, so it looks like despite there being more in the cutscene, there's only 2 of us. That's fine. I imagine we can handle these guys. 4 of them, alright. Portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue, the enemy is red, it's your turn to act. Okay. Movement happens before action. This ring shows your shield banger is active. The blue tiles around him show where he can move. Alright. Some characters fill more tiles than others. Yeah, he is a giant. The horned allies are a race of giants called the Varo, who take up 4 tiles each while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Okay, click here. Confirm. And now we just target him. So we can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. Now, in this game, instead of health, they have strength. So strength both represents the amount of damage you can do and your health. So as you get wounded, you deal less damage. I believe that is how it works. And then, so we could also choose armor to break armor so that in the long run he'll take more damage. But I think this guy is going to be fairly weak, so let's just go for his strength. I don't think there's a need to break his armor first. Let's try it. Oh, looks like they're about to tell us right here. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you'll now do 2 less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Okay. Alright, armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open them up to take more damage in the future. Alright, so it looks like this guy right here has 9 strength. So, -4 from his armor, we should do 5 damage, and that will kill him. Which is what it's telling us right here. Let's try it. Oh! Oh boy, he was gutted. Alright, each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is later used to improve your characters. Alright. Next up is an enemy. Okay. One damage. What a fool. Alright, we can use willpower to get there, which is a limited resource. Oh boy, this guy is strong. 13 damage. He's much stronger. Alright, let's go here. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click your Warhawk style to access his ability. Okay. Tempest? Oh, that looks like it would affect both of those then, I assume. Tempest, normal strength damage to 2 adjacent enemies, starting from target and going clockwise. Nice. Oh boy, that was brutal. I love it. When there's only one enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order, and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. Alright, we won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage, okay? So we click on them. Strength, we're just short from the looks of it. So we add this, and... okay. Oh. Well then. We got a little bit of renown, which is, I guess, is currency. Or XP or / skill points? I'm not entirely sure. I guess we'll just have to see.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other. Even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Alright. So it seems like we got a lot of politics going on here. Chapter 1, only the sun has stopped. Okay. Yeah, man, those giants seem pretty badass. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Eric, steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? It is. No need to be rude. Wow, those are some piercing blue eyes. Looks like he's about to cry. What's going on, man? The governor tells me you will be giving us a hand. Yes? What did you have in mind? Scalfings? Is that a kind of a curse word? I'm not sure. That you didn't hack up... Scalfings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. Oh, I think that's their tribe, or whatever you want to call it. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Alright. Oh, looks like we select here. Alright, so, ooh, great morale. 0 days, okay. Days of supplies, 100. That's awesome. 32 Varl, I believe they said that was the giant race. So this is our caravan. So we have clansmen, fighters, and Varl. We have 32 Varl and currently no humans. And that's our renown. Okay, good enough. And this looks like it's the market. Oh, look at this. Another caravan's going by. That one's not quite as abundant as ours in men, but hey, you can't judge the newcomers. Let's head down to the market. Let's go. Let me handle this. Why are you wielding that feather like it's a weapon? You meander through rows of open-face houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Is it blanches or blanks? I'm not sure. I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. Shots fired. The Scalfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, no one's going to try to kill you this time. I don't know. They don't talk to me. Bullshit. No, we'll still play the kind role. He looks like a kind of kind fellow, so, you need some help? Had, I've had a change of heart. I hope you do give us a hard time. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah? We're not gonna pay him. Intimidate him. You motion to Gunnulf, your enormous bodyguard, who looms over the man like a snake over a mouse. Gods, Eric, laying it on a bit heavy, don't you think? Where are the Scalfings? Noblemen, up by the east wall, but that was months ago, last I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Oh my. Yeah, he does look quite vicious. Just like, gonna take that sword out? Do you really want us to pay? Are you gonna force us to pay? Gunnulf, were you wearing green back at the hall? No, just bought him while you were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. We'll be kind, because he looks like quite the menacing fellow. I'm glad you care. He's giving us the look like, okay. Gunnulf goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seemed unreliable at best. Oh, that's us talking to him. Okay. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be scalping. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a meat hall? Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these scows in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. I suppose that would be a smart idea. What a luxury. Come on. You've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. Definitely. Alright. Now, where are we going? Ah, meat house, right here. Still nothing else for us to go, so let's just go ahead and head right on in there. You arrive in front of what must be noblemen. A few minutes later, Eric appears, with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? They ran to a meat house? I'll be surprised if they can stand up straight right now. Okay, here we go. Wow, we're gonna hit them while they're drunk. Alright. Men of honor, I see. I suppose this is Viking times, not like the good old feudalism. Honor's not such a thing. Valgard boots the front door, opens so hard it won't close again without repair. I like this guy. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of the table with his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scalping scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. Ooh, looks like we're getting to a battle. Let's go. Now, I'm not the most experienced at this turn-based strategic combat. I've played... The only game sort of with combat like this is the various Heroes games. Alright, so this guy, 10 strength. You could kill this guy in a single blow, so let's go ahead and do that. Yep, just go ahead and take him on one. Yeah! Get down. Whoa, got an achievement. Nice. Eric, are you gonna really be a fight? You have a lot of armor, I suppose. But you can't really reach anybody, so we're just gonna have you move over here. Just to be safe, and what is this? Rally. Gives 2 willpower to an ally at range. Let's go ahead and give it to... This guy has a huge amount of strength. 15, my god. So go ahead and give it to him, in case he needs to do more damage. There you go. What a good lad. What's going on here? He is moving, not really doing much. We'll go ahead and take him out. Why not? Who's actually this guy? Let's check. Who's this? One of these two, I think. Him. Okay, so we don't have to worry about being in range. So we're going to have you move right here. You have an extra willpower. And just go ahead and smash this guy to bits. I like it. Pretty simplistic, combat-wise, but I suppose it'll probably get more complicated as we go. For some reason we're not allowed to use willpower. Oh, we don't. Oh, no, I think movement is based on this, exertion. At least that's the best explanation I have right now. Who's next? This guy is him. Okay, so let's go ahead and move. Actually, you have a lot of armor, I'm not too worried. Just go all the way forward. Alright. You can't really do anything, so just end your turn. Well, unless you can attack something. No, you can't. End turn. Scott, what you gonna do? Alright, you can attack us. Oh, you can take out some, I assume that was a special ability. I'm not sure what the hell you just did there. You just lost some of your own, shield in the process. However that works. 10 out of 10 strength. Oh yeah, well, you can kill him. Get him, lad! Yeah. Beautiful strike. Thug swordsman going for him. I don't... Not sure what that is exactly, but I guess good for them. Is this... That's that guy. Okay, so we're going to move you right here. And now you're gonna attack him. You should be able to kill him. Yes. Oh, I like these guys, just one-shotting everybody. Making my job too easy. Yep, you're just gonna crush him. Right off the bat. We'll have to see how this combat goes if, oh my, what the hell did you just do there, son? Where did that come from? Seriously. But we're gonna attack this guy, because he's would be the next up. So just go ahead and smack him with a mighty blow. And pillaged! Oh my god, he just did 3 damage to us. How did he... Oh, he has a lot of strength, I suppose. Perhaps? I don't know. Alright, let's just move over here and finish him off. Why not? But like I was saying, if it continues to be this easy, we'll probably end up raising the difficulty. We are playing on the easier setting right now. Whoops. Bunch of renown for that. Lovely. And that's just because I'm not very experienced with these, as I said, but right, there they are. Gods be damned. I've got to wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's windows onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well, Vognir. Next for Varl kingship, last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guess. See what I deal with all day long? Things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal ghost appeared. Yes, they're incorporeal, haunting everyone. No, the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. I have to make sure there's no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Yep, that might not... Well, I mean, there are Vikings. I could consider that a greeting gift, I suppose. I really don't know what their culture's like. Can I ask one more favor? No, Eric. I've done enough already. Now, we'll be nice. What is it? If you happen to stall our guest down on the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. If there's a little extra tithe in it for me. Tithe. Eric and Valgard hustle from the meat house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spare of silver? Spar of silver? I suppose that's some kind of currency. For the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. I really wish this was narrated. This is going to be a lot of reading. But I think it'll be a little lighter on the storytelling as we progress. I guess that's what I'm hoping. Wow, that's a lot of ships. Vognir. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. Ooh, a fellow giant. Represent. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. Wow, this music really just got loud. God, Zubin, you're looking ancient. Yeah, well, holy crap, this is a big-looking Varl. Comes with being old. And if there is Vognir, there must be Hacken. Must there? Yeah, why do these guys look so young? Why do we look so old? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yaks? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorunder demands it. Okay, another guy we don't know. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of it, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Arborang, in fact. And glad for it. Hacken motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering, golden wolf head emblazoned on the red. The king of men or someone on his behalf? The king's whelp. The king's son Ludin. Don't you know, Scrivener? We visited his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hacken has it, I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hacken. And guys, keep in mind, if you're not a fan of the long dialogue, you can skip ahead, or just... You don't have to wait for me to read it. You can just go ahead and skip through whenever you read it. Then you're going to Grofheim. But don't blame me if you miss anything, by the way. I'm just saying. I have the distinct feeling I've finished business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. Alright. We're finally getting somewhere. Finally going to start a caravan. I missed what he just said. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Ah, sarcasm, I take it. I like these giants. Where's Moger? Hack and have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, the others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Moger. See you in the morning, Scrivener. Why do they call us Scrivener? I'm not really sure. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. What? Why do you have low eyelids? Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. Oh my, what? That is not a good man. No wonder he's giving them that kind of stare. Does he have a lazy eye? I don't know. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think? Alright. Wariness suddenly sets in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagnir's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Okay. Oh, we have a decision. Well, I'd kind of like to... I'd kind of like to join their caravan, I suppose. I think that's what we're supposed to do. And this prince dude kind of seems like an asshole, so let's go to Hakon. Share a drink with him, why not? Scrivener! I'm already halfway under the table. No. You find Hakon in a meat house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon. Wagnir's the one who agreed to pass up a drink? I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got there, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Heh, humans. I guess if only I lived as long as a yak's fart. What? What? I might be desperate to make something of myself too. It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Oh, so I think these Varl have really long lives. Hakon let slip a low chuckle. Any Varl who could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Wagnir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. Okay. We drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. Good enough, I suppose. Oh, and now we have to talk to the asshole prince anyways. I think, maybe. That or go to the Great Hall. Let's, I guess we should probably talk to him. Is this the right place? I don't know why I did a deep voice for that. You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Yes, you were the Wagner. I don't remember you. Don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Wagner for a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? Just to introduce myself. I don't think we really want to talk to this guy for longer than necessary. Why is he just carrying a random spear? Not like he's going to do anything for him. You collect taxes for Varl territories? A true pleasure. Yes. An awkwardness hangs in the air like a thick fog. You take the opportunity to depart. Yes, thank you. Alright. I kind of want to get some action in. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Ooh, plus 20 renown. I like it. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already there. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Mulger steps forward. Wagnir's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We're ready. You follow Mulger and join the others. Usually, the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think? Yeah, success! Alright. Well, I think we finally set out, and that's a good time to end episode 1. Got a lot of the, well, at least I hope a lot of the backstory out there, and we're finally set on our way, and it's okay, 2 days. We should probably pause this. No. How do we, options, please. Maybe? I don't know. Alright, we'll just keep on going for a little bit here while I end this episode. So guys, if you're interested in seeing more of this, let me know in the comments, or leave a like. Oh, here we go. And yeah, I'm trying to think. I suppose this is not so far turning out exactly like some of the other games we played, namely Mountain Blade. It's a bit more RPG storyline, kind of enforced, or I don't know how to put it. Driven, very storyline driven, but pretty beautiful graphics. I think it's really interesting, and the storyline certainly has potential. I'm sure we're going to get into a lot of trouble here later, now that we've gotten through the backstory. So stick through it for at least another episode, and then if you don't like it, feel free to just wait on the Mountain Blade episodes that will always keep coming. So, that being said, guys, as always, take it easy.